Hey friends, I hope everyone's having a fabulous day out there. So what I have going on for you here today are my Scentsy empties. Yeah, this past week I decided to kind of divide them up. I've been kind of playing with it a little because I feel like my videos are just too long. I talk too much, and maybe part of my empties being too long, not only me talking too much, but also is the fact that maybe I'm just including too much in one video. So I thought maybe I should split them up this week. I don't know if I'll always do that. I think it'll really depend on how much I got through because it may not always make sense. But I did decide to do it this week, especially because I tried it last time I filmed because I had a lot of candle empties. And I decided to do my candles separately and then my wax. But this week I decided to do candles, wax, and then Scentsy separately. So we'll see how this goes. You'll have to comment below what you like better. But yeah, I'm trying to separate them up. And then I'm thinking it's probably easier for those who are just here to see Scentsy content to just click on that video when they want to see it. Or those who just want to see the vendor wax, candles, you know, what have you. But we'll see how it goes. So if you're interested in seeing what I got through as far as Scentsy wax, stay tuned. Okay guys, so I am going to pull my iPad so I can pull the scent notes here. I've got a number of bars. Let's see, I've got 10, 14, looks like about 17 bars to go over here. So we've got a little bit to talk about. So if you guys don't already know, we just started a new catalog. So yeah, we are officially in the spring summer 2025 catalog. So if you have not had a chance to check it out, do so. And if you need a catalog, I'm happy to send you a PDF copy. I can also order you a hard copy, whatever your preference is. If any time you are looking for a catalog, feel free to reach out to me. My email I'll post below in this email. So yeah, if you have any questions about Scentsy, I am a Scentsy consultant. So I have a website if you'd like to shop. If you don't already have a consultant, I would love to help you. And if you already do have a consultant, then please shop on their website. I know if you're anything like me, I watch different consultants' videos. I shop with, well, now that I'm a consultant, I shop with myself. But before I was consultant, I shopped with my consultant. But I watch various videos because it's always interesting to see, in my opinion, different people's takes on different scents. So the first scent I got through this week was Apricot Cloud. And this was from the Valentine's collection, which was supposed to go away at the very end of February. So I haven't checked to confirm, but this should be retired now. There's always a chance if there was some left over, you could find it in a flash sale. Or if you clubbed it, then you're good to go. You'll continue to receive it. So this is scent notes of apricot nectar, lily of the valley, and cloud musk. I'm not much on apricot, but I will say the fruit nectars tend to come across a bit different than the actual fruits. And I do enjoy this. This is definitely a perfumey fruit scent, but it's really beautiful. I know I threw this in my club just to make sure it was there before it went away. I don't think I kept it there. But if I did, I might let myself get another bar. But this wouldn't be something that I would need to have all the time. But I did enjoy it. It was a lighter scent. I did warm this in my bathroom, and then I did it in my bedroom. It did not hold its own as well in my bedroom. My bedroom is large. It's a fairly large room. It has vaulted, very high vaulted ceilings, and it's not always the easiest to scent. I have pretty good luck in there. I do. I do have a private bath that I shut off, so then it's just the space of my bedroom, and I do have a walk-in closet, which I also shut off. So I have pretty good luck, but not everything. If it's a lighter scent, it's probably not going to do as well. This one did not, but it did well in my bathroom. So smaller spaces, and like I said, it may get better with time. It is a really pretty scent. So I did enjoy it. That is Apricot Cloud. Banana Nut Bread. This was a fresh bar. I've mentioned in previous videos that I allowed so many of these bars to sit too long, and the scent greatly lightened. So I was really happy that it came back as part of Bring Back My Bar. And you know this girl clubbed it. This is ripe bananas, nuts, and spices. Oh, this fresh bar is so good. I love Banana Bakery. I know a lot of people are saying it's a bit candyish, and I can see where they're coming from. But it's also pretty good Banana Bakery, in my opinion, which is not easy to come by when it comes to wax. There are definitely some better ones in vendor wax when it comes to authenticity, but this was pretty good. It threw pretty well. It's not an over long-lasting scent. It's not going to get you into your second day for sure, but I really enjoyed it while I was going, and this one will be in my club forever, as long as I have a club, because I just love scents like that. Cashmere Corduroy. And this one is Creamy Vanilla, Sicilian Bergamot, and Cashmere Sandalwood. I love this scent. I usually avoid bergamot scents like the plague. Bergamot is not a scent note that I tend to gravitate towards. It tends to come across as cologne-y or very masculine, not so much citrusy as it really is, or sometimes perfumey. But this is just gorgeous. That Cashmere Sandalwood is the note I get the strongest, and I love it. Along with that creamy vanilla, you can tell this has vanilla in it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful scent. Pretty. Definitely more of a bedroom scent than anything, but I really like it. I find it relaxing. I find it cozy. I just find it beautiful. That is a scent that I did club at the end of the season, so it's safely in my club. That is Cashmere in Corduroy. So the next scent I recently cut from my club, which made me sad because I do like this scent. And I don't know if I have any caramel scents. Maybe like a candy corn scent as far as like caramelish. But I'm not always big on caramel scents. And so when I find one, I like to keep it. And I did keep it, except for I had to make cuts because my Scentsy club was just so out of hand. So, yeah, I had to go. But that's Dulce de Leche. So this is my last bar. It was part of Bring Back My Bar in 2024, so we won't see it for a while. Golden custard, caramel, rich cream, and warm vanilla. Yeah, it's just a great, yummy, milky caramel scent. Very candy-ish. I really do enjoy this. It's a decent performer, a good medium in my bedroom, and I thought that was fine. I do enjoy it, but like I said, I had to make cuts. I didn't have a choice. And so when you start picking out what you like better than other things, some things have to go. And so Dulce de Leche had to go. Farmstand Pumpkin. This is apple, cinnamon stick, pumpkin, and caramel. So nothing revolutionary. But it's just a good quintessential fall pumpkin scent. With a little bit of caramel, a little bit of spice. Not much on the spice department. It's more like your sweeter pumpkin. It does, again, a good medium in my spaces, and it's just something I like to pick up every now and then. I didn't club it because I would not be, super sad if I couldn't get it, but I do enjoy it. So when they do bring it back, if they do, I'll get it again, but I didn't need it in my club. So that's Farmstand Pumpkin. Frosted Cedar. This is Red Delicious Apple, White Cedar, and Creamy Vanilla. Yeah, you really pick up the cedar, which makes sense. It's in the name. You pick up a little bit of the apple. It comes across to me as more of like a woodsy apple. So it's probably that cedar is just really, really changing how that apple comes across. And then you get a little bit of that vanilla. This is kind of a masculine tree to me. That's how it comes across to me. I enjoy it, but again, I think I did throw this in my club just to make sure because I hadn't warmed it since last year and I wanted to give it a go again and see what I thought. I enjoy it. I love the cover. It has little apples on it. I enjoy it. It's a good outdoorsy, earthy apple scent. More earthy than apple, but I won't be sad without it, so I'll be taking that out. So that is Frosted Cedar. It is a good performer, though. It's doing very well in my upstairs. I have the whole bar going, and it's doing quite well. Mochadoodle. This is carried over into the new catalog, so you can still get this. So this is roasted coffee beans, cocoa, sugar, caramel, and heavy cream. It's basically like your chocolate caramel scent. More mocha. It's good. This bar had been in my collection for a couple years, So I did this in my kitchen and I thought it was a little on the light side, but it may have been its age, so I can't say for sure. I don't know if I'll pick up a fresh bar. The scent is okay. I enjoy it, but it's not one like I feel like I need. And I don't tend to do coffee type scents in the warmer months. I just don't tend to gravitate. I love coffee type scents, but I tend to do them in the cooler months. So it's interesting they pulled over to the spring summer catalog, but they did. And so if that sounds interesting to you and you are not a seasonal warmer, this may be up your alley. Mochadoodle. Next up is also from the Valentine's collection. I think I have them all here. Peppered with Kisses. I don't always pick up the Valentine collection because they tend to be perfumey and it's just not my thing, but I decided to pick them up this year. So this is hibiscus, pink pepper, lychee, and wild raspberry. Yeah, you get all those notes except for I don't pick up a lot of the pink pepper. I really get the hibiscus. I get the raspberry for sure. I would say out of the lychee and the raspberry is definitely a stronger note. The pink pepper is very minimal. So if that scares you, I wouldn't worry about that. But like I said, these should be gone. I mean, I don't trust Scentsy anymore. Sometimes they give us information that isn't true. So, you know, like I thought the Bring Back My Bars were going to be gone at the end of January. And they didn't tell us otherwise. And then they stuck around through February. But these should be gone. But if you have it in your club, you'll continue to receive it. This just wasn't my vibe. This came across as quite waxy to me. There is something about Scentsy's raspberry I don't always love. I've had some scents where I enjoy it. I think when the raspberry is not one of the stronger notes. I feel like that with their cranberry sometimes too. It comes across to my nose as quite waxy. There are some scents where I do enjoy their cranberry, but it's usually a scent like Sleigh Ride where cranberry is not the star of the show. That cranberry candy cane or whatever it was, that one was super waxy to me. And there was another cranberry scent I didn't love as well. I think it was cranberry and cardamom. So I feel like raspberry and cranberry I have to be a little careful with Scentsy. I don't feel like I hear a lot of people say that. So I wouldn't be too scared if it was you. If those are scent notes you like, at least try a bar that has those scent notes and see. But yeah, not my favorite. So needless to say, that one is not in my club. But that's Peppered with Kisses. This one, I would say this one performed about a medium for me. Perfect Peppermint. And this is pure peppermint. And that it was. Yeah, this is your nasal clearing peppermint. A little bit mentholy. Not sweet, not creamy. Like I like vanilla with my peppermint. And I thought I would try mixing this with vanilla bean buttercream. And maybe I had my ratios all wrong. I did use more vanilla bean buttercream. But it didn't really quite smell the way I wanted to. I was trying to get like candy cane buttercream. But a stronger version of candy cane buttercream. Yeah, perfect peppermint won out big time. Not my favorite in the way of peppermints. Because it's just pure peppermint. It almost smells like a peppermint gum. Or a peppermint mint. Like breath saver. Is that what they're called? Breath saver? Breath mint? Breath mint. Yeah, definitely. So not in my favorite line of peppermint scents, but I was glad to try it because I had not tried it yet. So I did. Perfect peppermint. Next up is Pumpkin Tiramisu. So I will say I felt a little bit better about having this in my club when I let Dulce de Leche go because this comes across to my nose as a little bit caramelish. The scent notes are pumpkin, brown sugar, and vanilla cream. I definitely get like a caramel pumpkin vibe. And I enjoy it. I don't always love brown sugar, but this just kind of like gives it that sweet molasses type of note. I don't really pick up a lot of vanilla, but I think that's just blending in with the other notes. And on cold, I pick up a little bit of that coffee note, which I know a lot of people say they didn't smell it, but I do. On warm, I don't really pick that up. I mainly get like a caramel pumpkin kind of scent, but I like it. So yeah, I went to my club. I'm glad I have it. Out of pumpkin caramel swirl and like this, I feel like I like this better. So that's Pumpkin Tiramisu. It performed a good medium, and I'm thinking with time it may even get a little bit stronger. And I warmed Simply Cinnamon. So this one, scent notes are just pure cinnamon. This is part of the Bring Back My Bar. that should also now be gone. This one was not a favorite, and I love me some cinnamon. This is just kind of a weird cinnamon. I thought this was going to smell like, you know, you just opened up a jar of ground cinnamon, a fresh jar. And it just smells so good, and I just can't wait to, like, sprinkle some of it on, like, some rice pudding or something like that. This here did not give me those vibes at all. I don't know that I would go quite red hot cinnamon, but it definitely leans more that way than it does like your Ceylon bakery type of cinnamon. It just has a weird note to it to me. I feel like there is, even though it says pure cinnamon, I feel like there's something else in there. Or that cinnamon is just weird. I did try to mix this. I tried to mix it with vanilla bean buttercream as well. That didn't smell so great. I thought I was going to get kind of a better version of cinnamon vanilla, but yep, I didn't. Did I put this with anything else? I think I warmed it in alternating warmers with something that had like tree and cranberry in it. That was better, but not my favorite, so I wouldn't get it again. As far as throw, I would say it was like a light medium. So yeah, don't need it again. Simply cinnamon. I don't always pick up those Simply scents that Scentsy offers, which I guess the whole point of them is to blend them. But I really do love cinnamon, so, you know, I went for it. So this one was a surprise. This was also part of Bring Back My Bar. This is Sizzlin Coconut. So this should be gone. This, by the way, spoiler alert, is in my club. Cinnamon, coconut, milk, and vanilla. I did not think that I was going to keep this. But I really enjoyed it. I was shook up. I really was. I mean, it wasn't like one of these scents where I'm like, oh my gosh, I would die if I didn't have it. But I really liked it. I will say I don't get much cinnamon in here. If anything, it's so minuscule. But I get a lot of that coconut milk and I get a lot of that vanilla. It's just a super creamy, milky coconut. And I feel like Scentsy doesn't always do those well. This performed well. It was quite hefty. I warmed this in my office before everyone else arrived at work, you know, because I'm not supposed to have wax at work. It was hefty. I was a little worried about opening my door when I shut it off because I was worried people were going to smell it. It was hefty. I also did this in my bedroom, and I also did this in my kitchen. It performed well. So needless to say, it's in my club for now. I don't know how long it'll stay, but I wouldn't mind having a couple more bars for the summer. So that's Sizzlin Coconut. It's there for now. If smelling it on cold, you were going to tell me I was going to put that in my club, I would never have believed you. Speaking of surprising scents, this is Snuggle Up. Now I know that this one is loved by many, but this has not only lavender, but also sage, and I don't like either of those notes. Those are two of the notes that make up this bar. There's only 3 notes. So we have cashmere woods, lavender, and sage. Looking at it, I was like, nope. I wasn't even thinking to order it, but I kept hearing all this hype. People love it, people love it, people love it. Sometimes that works out for me when I try it. Sometimes it doesn't. This time it did. Oh my gosh, I love this bar. It's so fresh, clean. Definitely gives me like a laundry-esque vibe. I don't get a hefty lavender in this. It's just sweet. It's fresh. It's clean. It's kind of almost like how your clothes smell when you've let them line dry and you bring them in. I love it. And there's something about the sweetness in there. And I don't know where the sweetness is coming from, but I love this bar. It was a fantastic performer. It lasted 2 days. Maybe would have went 3. I finally took it out because I was ready for a change. I was impressed. So I don't have to tell you. That one's in my club. This was, if I didn't already say, also part Bring Back My Bar. So that's Snuggle Up. I can't believe I have a lavender scent in my club. Yeah, shook up again. This was the last bar that was part of the Valentine's collection. This is Sweetheart Sugar Cookie. Love the packaging. You know, I love pink. It was pink wax as well. So this scent, I also did not expect to like this. I don't know why I picked up this set. I picked it up basically because it went on sale during the transition month and you could get all 3 bars for $15 and a low amount of change. So I decided it was worth it to try it, $5 and, you know, a bar. But all 3 scents. Don't love apricot. That was in the first bar. The second bar didn't sound like my jam at all, but I went ahead and tried it. That pink pepper, not my thing. This one has pistachio, and again, not my thing. Sweet cherry, green pistachios, vanilla bean, and sugared musk. I will admit, on cold, I kind of like how this smells. I wasn't so sure when I first smelled it, but the more I do, the more I like it. It definitely leans cherry. Kind of like your cherry almond scent, which I don't always get behind. The thing is, on cold, it almost has that kind of dirty ashtray note that's sitting way, way in the background. On warm, I didn't get that. On warm, I got a pleasant cherry almond bakery scent. I actually dare say I enjoyed it. I will say that this doesn't last very long. So I don't know if that's just because the bar hasn't cured real well yet, but it lost its scent pretty quickly. It was also quite light. So I believe I have this in my club. I may get another bar and see how the second bar does. But if it again only lasts a short amount of time it did, then it's out. But I kind of like the fact that it's usually a scent that I don't vibe with. And I kind of like it. And let's face it, bakery scents are few and far in between with Scentsy. You pretty much have to club them or you ain't getting them. But yeah, I think I'm going to try another bar. I may change my mind in the meantime. It's been known to happen. But Sweetheart Sugar Cookies, I will say out of the Valentine scents, this one was probably my favorite. But I did like the apricot one. Also, bring back my bar, Taj Mahal. So I did not order this first time around. I really had no desire to pick it up. Scent notes are a soft oriental fragrance built on a base of musk and amber with subtle florals. I kept hearing it was horrible. I kept hearing it was really good. I also kept hearing it was strong, and I do like to hear that something is strong. Curiosity got the better of me, and I placed it in an order. I will say, this definitely smells like a very mature feminine scent. Maybe something I'll be wearing in 10 years. But this is just something I don't really need. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's definitely very powdery. It reminds me of those, were they out in the 80s? Like those like Avon powders that you used to get. And I used to use them. You know, my grandma used to pick those up, and I used to use them sometimes. And there was some I actually liked. That's very much what this reminds me of. And oh my gosh, I haven't seen one of those in years and years. It's just, you know, not something I need. Definitely not something I need in my club. So I was glad I tried it. I warmed the whole bar. So, you know, I couldn't have hated it that much, or I wouldn't have got through the whole bar, because you've seen me quit a bar before. So, you know, I don't know that I enjoyed it, but I didn't hate it. Next up is a tried and true favorite. I usually pick this up in a brick, but I did have a bar in my collection. I was going to use it as a blender with some of these scents, as you already heard me talk about. So I did. This is carried over to the new spring summer catalog. It usually does. And it's a great vanilla bakery scent. So if you're in the market for that, it's a good one to try. And it is a good blender. So that's vanilla bean buttercream. And this is just butter, sugarcane, and vanilla extract. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Yankee Candle's buttercream scent. I love that scent. Now, don't get me wrong. That scent, in its heyday, I mean, the last time I picked it up for Yankee Candle, I couldn't even smell it. In its heyday, that was killer. Better than this. But this is about as close as that as I've smelled. It's just a delicious, decadent vanilla buttercream scent. And I love it. Like I said, it's usually a brick that I throw into my club order when I'm eligible for a half price. So that is something that will always be a part of my collection. Always. Like at the end, if they ever decide that they're not bringing this back, yeah, I'm clubbing that for sure. Because that's something, it's just your quintessential vanilla scent that everyone must have in their collection. Unless you're not into vanilla. Okay, guys, you're totally not going to believe this. But not only do I have one lavender scent that I clubbed. This one I clubbed too, and it also has lavender. Also part of the Bring Back My Bar. Also, I picked it up because of the hype. This is Woolly Slippers. So this one is sugared lavender, marshmallow and vanilla. Who am I? You do know that I do love lavender marshmallow from Bath & Body Works. This is so vanilla marshmallow heavy. The hype is real. Everyone said that. I don't always perceive things the way everyone else does, but this is very vanilla marshmallow heavy. The lavender is very minuscule in here. You barely detect it. It's there, but it's very light, which is fine by me. I love this. It's just cozy and delicious and sugary and sweet, and I love it. It was a pretty decent performer. Not as good as that Snuggle Up. I mean, that was probably my winner in the performer department this week, but I was pretty happy with this one. And I did get 2 days out of this too, and I did love it. That's Woolly Slippers. All right, guys, that'll do it for my Scentsy empties this week. I hope you enjoyed the way I separated those out this week. I hope that worked for you better. But if it didn't, like I said, feel free to comment below. I always am happy to take feedback. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. It helps my channel grow. Like I mentioned earlier, I am a Scentsy consultant. So if you ever have any questions about Scentsy, do feel free to reach out. And like I said earlier, also, if you are looking for a copy of the current spring summer catalog, I am happy to email you a copy. So feel free to reach out. And I'm very much looking forward to new exciting things at Scentsy that are coming along. I'm going to go ahead and place my order for the new bar scents that I'm interested in. I do have the testers. I did pick those up. So I have a sense of what I want. So I'm going to place an order. Consultants are still able to do bundles through their workstation. I'm sure you guys heard about all that fiasco. So I'll probably bundle those. So I'm going to pick up the new bars I want, probably pick up a few favorites that I don't either have in my collection anymore or don't have enough of for the summer. I kind of am in that mentality of like, oh, I need all the things, but I don't. This catalog is going to be out there for 6 months. I don't need all the things. So I just want to basically focus on the new scents more than anything. I do want to pick up the March scent of the month because I'm super excited to hear about it. I know that Chris she has a new channel name, Wax Books and Whimsy, I think it is. I apologize if I'm screwing that up, but I will post her channel below since I mentioned her. I love her channel. She reminds me of my Jersey roots. She's got a little bit of kick to her, and I love that. Believe it or not, I have it too, but I feel like I have it in a bad way. I can tend to get 0 to negative real quick, and that's just, you know, the Jersey in me. I always like to say it's just there. It's also my mom's temper. So I try not to, you know, go like that on camera, but she does it in such a great way that I enjoy it. But I feel like if I did that, you would not enjoy it. So I will not go there. But she has a great channel, so check her out if you don't know who she is already. But she mentioned that strawberry scent is fantastic, and she doesn't always like strawberry scents. So can't wait to get my hands on that. Yeah, get my stiffer on that. I'm not going to pick up the warmer. I have the hair warmer from last Easter. So I'm about to bring that out pretty soon and put it out on display and use it. I don't feel like I need the new one, but if that's your vibe, it's currently on sale during the month of March for 10% off. So check that out. Again, guys, I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.